Welcome everybody to my first episode of Weapon Review. In today's episode, we have the AK12. The AK12 is a Russian assault rifle and is the newest version of the AK series of rifles. The AK12 is the very first assault rifle given to players and has 3 fire modes: semi-auto, full auto, and a 3-round burst. The AK12's model in-game is based on the 2012 prototype. This is because the in-game model was built before the real-life AK12 got updated in 2015 and again in 2016. As the AK12 is an assault rifle, it's only available in the assault class. It has an average damage of 33 and it drops off to 20 at range. This means that this may happen a lot to you. The AK also has a range of 70 to 120 studs. Here's a simple diagram that shows the damage output. It also has a magazine size of 30 and a reserve of 120 rounds, which is very typical for assault rifles. It takes 3.8 seconds to reload the weapon when empty and 1 second less when it isn't empty. This is also pretty average for assault rifles. It has a fire rate of 700 rounds per minute in full auto and a whopping 1000 rounds per minute in burst. This makes the gun kill in 0.12 seconds when bursted and 0.171 seconds when not. Now, let's move on to customizing the AK12. You wouldn't want to use the AK12's iron sights as they are blocky and obstructive. You're much better off with an optic. I wouldn't recommend using the DDHB, reflex, or the basket electro for the AK12 as their reticles are kinda complicated and a bit obstructive. Like, look at the basket electro for example. It's like an EOTech sight or a reticle, but on a Coyote sight. It's just, you don't need that for the AK. The Coyote and reflex sights are best suited for the AK12 as it has mild recoil. Just know that you will feel a bit more recoil when using the Coyote sight as it has a higher magnification level. Coming to the underbarrel, the stubby grip is recommended if you want less camera recoil. The angle grip is also a viable option as it increases the general accuracy of the weapon. The compensator can be used to further reduce the vertical recoil of the weapon, and the flash header can be used to eradicate the somewhat annoying muzzle flash. Lastly, the other attachments. Since there's no point using armor piercing, just don't use it. You may want to use hollow point to avoid this, but the reduced penetration and range is not really worth it. I personally go with the green laser as it assists you in hipfire. The AK12 has fairly mild recoil and is very controllable, even more with optic. The recoil just goes vertical. You can use the AK12 in every map as it is an extremely versatile weapon. However, because of this versatility, it's not specialized in any certain way, making it a jack of all trades but master of none. Oh yeah, one thing about the AK12 is that if you can manage the burst well, it's just really overpowered, especially in close to mid-range. Okay, just listen to this. Well, as you can see, I didn't really burst very well, but you could just tell that this gun can do some serious damage at 1000 rounds per minute. The AK12 suits a both aggressive and defensive playstyle. Its quick reload and moderate fire rate is good but still not perfect for pushing enemies very aggressively, and it also can be used defensively as it has a lower and more stable recoil. This really is a jack of all trades, master of none weapon. as it really doesn't specialize in anything specifically. This does not mean that the AK12 is a bad weapon. The AK12 is very consistent and works well at all ranges. It is a very good gun in the hands of someone playing a varied playstyle. Overall, the AK12 is a well-balanced and versatile assault rifle that is great for dispatching targets quickly in close quarters combat with its fast burst mode and harassing targets at mid-range and beyond with its automatic fire mode. The low recoil and moderate rate of fire in full auto makes it a good weapon for players getting accustomed to assault rifles, making it a good gateway weapon to introduce players to other burst fire weapons like the M16A4, M4, and AN94. Thank you for watching to the end if you did, and I hope you enjoyed the video. It would be helpful if you could leave some comments below just to maybe give me a bit of tips on what I could improve and stuff like that. And also join me next time when I go through the M4A1. Other than that, thanks for watching, goodbye.